Hello everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined with Bob Arum, and this Saturday, Terence Crawford faces Jeff Horn in his welterweight debut, and for Jeff Horn's WBO World Welterweight title. Bob, I know a lot has been made of this fight in terms of the size of Jeff Horn. I know Terence Crawford has all the skills in the world. He's seen by many as maybe the #1 fighter in the world in comparison to Lomachenko as well. I know they go back and forth. Size in terms of this fight, how big of a factor do you think it'll be?
We don't know until we see. I mean, Ray Leonard always, or pretty much always, gave his opponent a big size advantage, but was able to compensate for it. You're absolutely right. Terence has tremendous skills, and he wants to fight at 147. He's smaller than most welterweights, but he has a tremendous skill set, and I think he's going to perform very well in the welterweight division.
In terms of Terence, what do you expect from him in this fight, and how do you think that dynamic of him adding strength now as well in this way, how it will show through in the fight?
You know, I talked to Bomac. Bomac is, you know, with him every day, and he is over the moon about Terence's conditioning and the power that he's bringing to the ring. So I'm expecting the best. I'm not apprehensive. I mean, obviously, in this fight, my guy is Bud Crawford, and but I believe that he'll be successful because he's a tremendously skilled athlete.
I know Lomachenko had a brilliant performance against Linares. He's put by many as the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now. If Terence is able to beat Jeff Horn, do you think it elevates him to #1, or do you think we're always going to see when Lomachenko fights, he'll get put on #1, when Crawford fights, depending on how great of the performance it is, he'll be put on #1, and it'll always be a rotating type of thing between the two?
For me, it's a win-win. If people will talk for the next 5 years, who's the best, Lomachenko or Crawford? For me, couldn't be better.
You promote both guys. You have two of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. You know, in terms of the welterweight division, it's really stacked with a lot of solid guys. There's a lot of opportunities and options for Terence. We saw with the Linares fight, Linares was able to come over from HBO and fight on ESPN, so I would think that wouldn't be a problem in terms of getting fights for Crawford against the likes of Spence or Thurman or Porter, correct?
Well, that's right. I mean, I don't, you know, I have no hesitation contacting Al. You know, we're in this business to give the fans entertainment, and the parochialism that has hurt the sport, really there's no place for it. So I think Al will be cooperative, and I know we'll be cooperative with him.
When the smoke settles, who do you see, in your personal opinion, as the guy that's going to be the one to challenge Terence in a big super unification?
I think Spence. I think everybody looks at Spence as Al Haymon's best welterweight, and that'll be, I think, a huge fight down the road.
How soon down the road do you think? A year from now, a year and a half?
I can't predict that. You know, it could be by the end of this year, it could be the end of next year. It depends. The time will come where the public will demand it, and the rewards for everybody, the fighters, the promoters, the managers, will be too big to ignore.
I would imagine a fight like that, with the hype already starting and the magnitude of it, would have to end up on pay-per-view, right? Or you could see it on an ESPN or on a Showtime.
That remains to be seen. I think if there's really tremendous hype, it has to be on pay-per-view, because that's where the real money is.